Outdaughtared, were the nanny interviews staged? Please subscribe my YouTube channel. A subscribe from you helps to inspire our work. The Outdaughtared family rarely find themselves in controversies, until now. With 5 9-year-old Quince and a 13-year-old, Adam and Danielle Busby were recently on the hunt for a nanny. This search led to disagreements between the couple, as Adam initially resisted the idea of outside help. However, he later agreed. After much struggle, Adam and Danielle decide to look for 2 nannies to handle the demands of their household. The season final revealed that they were able to hire 2 nannies. However, fans have since raised questions about the interview process, with many speculating the interview process might have been staged. So, were the nanny interviews on Outdaughtared authentic? Were the nanny interviews not real? Recently, the Outdaughtared family embarked on the search for household help. With 5 9-year-old Quince and a 13-year-old, joining the TLC family promises quite the adventure. Danielle Busby had been advocating for a nanny for some time, eventually convincing Adam to consider the idea. However, finding the right fit proved challenging, as they were initially turned down by a potential nanny. They later managed to hire 2 nannies. But fans suspect the authenticity of the interview, with many suggesting it was staged. A fan took to Reddit to express skepticism about the first nanny interview. Was the first nanny interview, the girl with the cats, was that fake or staged? It just seemed too ridiculous to be real. The fan wrote, during the interview, Adam and Danielle mentioned their dog, to which the candidate proposed bringing her cat to work due to separation anxiety. The Outdaughtared patriarch replied that one of his children is allergic to cats and asked if she could shave the cat's fur. The unusual exchange raised many eyebrows. Other fans also chimed in with doubts. It kinda seemed staged by production to me. She seemed so inappropriate and her vibe was ick. But they were acting like she was a serious prospect, one fan commented. The Busbys have had 2 nannies for years. The storyline about hiring someone is staged by the show, another fan said. Adam shocks fans with a hurricane surprise. Adam Busby loves to share updates about his daily antics. The Outdaughtared family member recently debuted a new buzz cut, surprising his wife and daughters. His recent Instagram update was equally exciting. While facing a recent hurricane, Adam captured a surprising sight: a rabbit munching away in his yard, seemingly unfazed by the storm. I couldn't believe this guy was out in the yard in the middle of a hurricane. Guess he didn't get the memo. Business as usual, he captioned the post. In the video, Adam points out the rabbit through his front window, saying, "Let's see if you can see it. It's like a rabbit right there, just eating in the yard. And there's all heck broke loose all around us." Outdaughtared Riley Busby traumatized by dad's new change. Adam Busby shocks the family, especially Riley Busby. It wasn't long ago that Adam Busby shocked fans with a sneak peek of his drastically new look. Unmistakably, Adam likes to do things to keep the kids on their toes. But now, the reaction to his big change may have been more than he counted on. After watching the reveal, fans are wondering if it was too disturbing for Riley Busby. While it was a huge surprise for the whole family, Riley's behavior in response made fans question if it was extremely traumatic. Adam Busby shows Danielle and Blake first. As promised, Adam Busby posted a follow-up video with the Quince learning about his new look. Much like the viral reveals of babies seeing their dads after they shave, the Quince were dumbfounded by the new change. First, Adam shows Danielle and Blake Busby his new buzz cut. When Adam took his hat off, they couldn't stop laughing because it was so drastically different from his usual longer hairstyle. Undeniably, the simple removal of his thicker hair substantially shifted his appearance. Then Danielle stares at him, seeming stunned. Neither knew what to say, but Blake throws some jokes at her dad and pokes fun at his extremely different hairstyle and image recreation. Adam says, "Obviously, it is just like so different. It's going to take a little bit to get used to." However, Danielle and Blake bring up Riley Busby and think she is going to freak out. Blake comments that Riley is going to ask so many questions, like, "Why'd you do that? What'd you do?" Riley Busby traumatized by Dad's new change. After showing Danielle and Blake Busby's stupefied reaction, Adam Busby records the Busby Quince seeing his hair shaved for the first time. The girls jump trying to remove his hat and see his new haircut. Although several of the Quince were bobbing around him swatting at his hat, Riley climbs on the counter and snatches his hat from his head. Immediately, Ava, Hazel, Olivia, and Parker Busby are speechless from the shock. While Riley Busby was the one working the hardest to see the new look, it was terrifying to her once the hat was off. Furthermore, Riley shrieks, "How could you put it back on?" while throwing his hat at him. Without a doubt, they all felt like someone was punking them and didn't know how to respond. However, Riley was clear about not liking the change. Adam asks, "What?" as Riley looks at him like he is a stranger. Then, unusually quiet and talking through clenched teeth, Riley says, "I don't like your head shaved." Riley Busby and the other Quince recover. After the Quince had a few minutes, they were all laughing and giggly about their dad's new hair, except Riley Busby, who couldn't take her eyes off his betrayal. She just stares and then finally walks away. Riley suggests he should just make it bald, but then retracts that statement and says, "You can grow it." But she comes around a little when he lets her feel it. However, then Riley turns her back on him, letting him know she still doesn't approve. Several of the Quince told Adam they didn't like his haircut, and even said he resembles Uncle Nick. Ava pretends to throw up when Blake says Lily likes it. But the girls are busy and just keep moving even with Adam's big surprise. Although it continues to shock them each time they see him, they are gradually adjusting to it.